I feel like they're always coached by guys, and that's cool. And that's traditional, right? Mostly guys coach guys. And I can't really say that is the same for girls because I notice a lot of males coach the girls, obviously hoping that's a change. My name's Coach Lou. I'm currently coaching at Harbour. I'm taking the under 15 A team for 2023. I've recently just committed to Dilworth College as the head coach for the under 17 boys and assistant coach for senior A's for Dilworth. Going over to Melbourne on Tuesday, taking the top under 18 girls team in Melbourne, which is quite cool.
Could you describe how you get to where you are in less than 30 seconds?
Grew up in Brooklyn, New York. A lot of my inspirations have come from there. You know, one of my PE teachers definitely gave me that inspiration to become a coach. Obviously, traveled to New Zealand because mom and dad are from here. I'm adopted, but just getting into the basketball scene here is like a no-brainer. It's pretty easy. I know a lot of people now. I've been here for about 6 years, and yeah, I've built such a great community.
How did you fall in love with basketball?
I fell in love with basketball, I think, when I was about 5. I started playing when I was about 5 or 6. And basically what made me fall in love with the game was the fact that it was a way for me to express myself. I love handles. So a lot of my workouts when I coach people is all about the handles. And for me, it's just a really good skill to have. And that really helped me start loving the game because I could just do so many different things.
Who are some of the players that you watched?
Professional, like NBA, like Kobe Bryant. I've seen Steph Curry play. I was involved with a lot of basketball camps in the States. So, I got to meet a lot of famous NBA players like Walt Clyde Frazier from the Knicks, Langston Galloway, Kemba Walker, like all these really cool guys. And obviously got to see them play growing up as well.
What was the toughest challenge that you have to face and how did you overcome it?
I was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome at 5 years old. So that was quite a challenge in itself. Sports really helped that. A lot of people have verbal twitches or verbal tics, or they'll have muscle twitches, which is mainly what I had as a kid. Now I've pretty much grown out of it, which is amazing. For me, playing a sport helped because I was always busy. As soon as I stopped playing a sport or I had a lot of downtime when I was younger, that's when you could start seeing the twitches come out. But now being 29, I've pretty much grown out of it, which is awesome.
So what would be one piece of advice that you would give to your younger self?
The advice that I would give to my younger self was more just, paying attention more to the books, not really the sports side. I played 6 sports growing up, one being soccer, basketball, track, softball, did martial art, and I played ice hockey a little bit. Not very good, but it was fun. Sports is a natural thing for me, but the school stuff was not. And I think most coaches now, they look for kids that have at least a 3.0 GPA in order to even look at you. So I just think that's one thing I should have taken a little bit more seriously.
What is your proudest achievement so far?
Well, one, passing all of my classes this year or last year in 2022. That's obviously a huge accomplishment for me. And then just being able to have a lot of head coaching roles. For me, that's just huge. I think my biggest achievement was becoming the assistant coach with the under 15 girls team in 2022. And we were second in the whole country. For me, that's amazing because, I was an assistant coach, but I felt like I had a big impact in that. I learned a lot. It was fun.
What would be your best advice to give it to a young Kiwi hooper as a coach?
Just wanting it, showing effort, and giving 110% in everything you do. Just don't go into the gym and work out for 3 hours. Go into the gym with a purpose. 45 minutes to an hour is perfect if you just give 110%. That would be my final advice. And then obviously books. Staying on top of the schoolwork, especially for the kids that want to go over to the state, play in Australia. All these coaches look for good grades.
So far, what is your favorite basketball memories?
Favorite basketball memories so far? Coaching the under 17 Harbour A team last year. Yeah, we didn't get the result that we wanted and probably deserved. Just getting top 3 in the country was phenomenal with a great group of girls. Obviously, I get to coach again in Melbourne. But yeah, that was one of my highlights. Being on the assistant coach panel for Northern Kahu, that was really cool. I learned heaps. And then I got a call up to play for the Tokomanawa Queens for the 3x3 Shit Cup. That was the highlight of the year, in my opinion.
If you can pick any player in the world, which 6 player would you pick to coach in the tournament? So you have to pick 5 starter and 1 bench.
My point guard would be Michaela Cox. She's phenomenal. Her vision and just the way she conducts herself on the court, it's amazing. She just works hard. Her work ethic is like no other. I would put Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, And I would say Steven Adams. I mean, obviously those are completely different players. KD.
So who's sitting on the bench for you?
Probably Michaela Cox. Don't get me wrong, Michaela Cox is a legend. And just seeing it firsthand last year was incredible. But when you want to win, you got to put the right people out there in the beginning.
Apart from what you mentioned before, what are you most looking forward to this year?
Well, I have 2 more years of uni, so really looking forward to finishing this year so I can go back on holiday. And then really just making a difference at Dilworth. Just a different voice. I feel like they're always coached by guys, and that's cool. And that's traditional, right? Mostly guys coach guys, and I can't really say that is the same for girls because I notice a lot of males coach the girls. Obviously, hoping that's a change. And then really looking forward to working with my under 15 girls this year. We can do something special with that age group.
One last question for you. So if you have a chance to invite 5 dinner guests to your dinner, who would you invite?
I would invite Jodie Cameron, Ray Cameron. I would say Jason Tinney, Ash KP, Bronwyn Davidson. I mean, I'm mentioning people I know because these people I have good chats with. We can always keep a conversation going.